Hey, what's up my fellow plastic-loving nerds? Today I have a little retail haul of Funko Pops from Hot Topic and GameStop. But before I get into those, let's play Getting Chases When You Don't Need Them. Alright, so this is from Amazon, but so is this. I ordered a single pop. It was on sale for $6, and this is what it was. I had opened this because I had forgotten I ordered from Amazon, so I thought this was just some random thing I opened from Amazon. But, lo and behold, it was a chase, which is awesome, but just a couple of weeks ago, I had ordered this exact chase from eBay. I didn't pay that much. I believe it was $30 to $35, $40 shipped. Something like that. So cheap for this chase because it's actually going for a little bit more than that. And it's in mint condition. But now I got to. Can't complain because, you know, a chase for $6, especially one that's not going for like $20 like some chases do or even $30. This guy is a little pricier, so I'm not upset about it. And miraculously, it was loose in this box, but it's in pretty decent shape. I might have to actually inspect them both really closely, because this might even be in better shape than this one. Although this one's really pretty clean, but I haven't really inspected it super close. But I did want to show you that one first, because this guy right here is also a Roy baddie. But this time, he was on sale for $3. And I'm not sure if that was just like a Prime Day special or this seller just needed to get rid of these Roy baddies. But for $3, it's a no-brainer. Even if he comes damaged, it's worth the risk because it's so cheap. And I still need that common to complete my set. So let's see if I get unlucky and get a chase. But this time, I did get the common. Seems to be in pretty decent shape, although there is a blemish here right on the front. You see where the highlight is right there, right here. Nothing major at all. It is noticeable though, but would you have that go away and pay $12 for this guy or $10? I can live with that for $3. So now I got my complete set of the Blade Runner Pops from the original movie. So as you can see, pretty different. Head sculpt is different, body is different. It's from different times in the movie. One of the best chases, definitely worth having both. Alright, now on to Hot Topic. We'll start out with these bags. Alright, so this is Donatella from Tokidoki. And yeah, when I first saw these, I immediately pre-ordered them because, you know, I've been collecting vinyl art toys for a while, and these have been around for a long time. They're memorable, they're recognizable, and, you know, I didn't even realize for the longest time that Tokidoki isn't Japanese. It's actually Italian. I believe it's Italian, unless I'm confusing that with something, but it's Italian, but I always thought it was Japanese for some reason. That's what it reminds me of. So it's actually a Californian company based in Los Angeles, but it was designed by an Italian named Simone Legno. And I do think that these do translate perfectly over into pop form. Really a cool pop. And here is the other one, Mozzarella. This one is dressed up like a cow. Also very visually striking. I love the tuft of blue hair coming through to break up the black and white. Really some nicely designed pops. I like that box art as well. Nice and colorful. I actually wish this artwork was here. And here, actually. I think that would look a lot nicer. And here is Sandy. This, I actually have a vinyl that's actually a Tokidoki one of Sandy. Not sure where it is though. It's somewhere. But honestly, it looks very similar. I want to say that the original I have has more spikes on it and is just, you know, the proportions are slightly different. But I really do like the look of this one. I like that they made her eye pink with the little diamond highlight on it. I love the Tokidoki logo there on top of the zipper. Really a nice set of pops. They look nice all together. Last bag. Oh, and it is Scottie Pippen. Looks like a little tiny bit of damage right here. Not sure if that was because of the way it was shipped or if it was already like that. It appears like it might have already been like that. Pretty small though. I can see how that could happen accidentally. Not that big of a deal. Don't plan on selling this guy or anything. But I do believe that Rodman, Pippen, you know, the original Jordan. Although I think they've only made Rodman in the white uniform. I think Scottie Pippen too. There might be an all-star Scottie Pippen, but as far as Chicago Bulls, unless I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I think they've only made the white one. Who knows if they're going to make more. It's not exactly, you know, like Michael Jordan, where they're going to make a bunch of different ones. So who knows? If they don't make another Scottie Pippen, I do see this guy going up in value in the future as well. As, like, I imagine people would like to have Jordan, Rodman, and Pippen together in a collection. He looks all right. Not a super big fan of some of the, like, basketball pops. They don't look all that much like the athletes. I mean, I can tell it's Scottie Pippen because of the uniform, you know, and it says on the box. But outside of the box, if it didn't have that number on there, you'd be hard-pressed to tell that that was Scottie Pippen. All that said, glad I have him. This is also Hot Topic. Sometimes they ship in boxes, sometimes it's bags. Not sure if that has to do with the type of distribution center it comes from, or if it's coming from a store. Oh, and I was definitely anticipating this pop right when I saw her announced. I knew I had to have her. That's the Baroness from G.I. Joe. And her glasses do have clear lenses. I wasn't sure from the picture if it was just going to be the rims and they weren't going to put the lenses on there. Sometimes Funko does that, and it probably would have looked fine. But I'm glad that they did add the lenses. I'm glad that they did add the lenses in here because her uniform is just black, right? I mean, there's a lot of details in there, and there's flat and glossy paint, which makes it look nice. But, you know, unless you're inspecting it close, it's a little plain, right? So it's nice that they added a little bit more detail with the lenses in the glasses. And yeah, she looks really good. And it's mint. I will say that I do like in the original G.I. Joes, the original G.I. Joe Funko Pops, they did have the blast artwork that the 3 3/4 action figures had. On these newer ones, they just made it black. I kind of wish they would have continued with the blast effect artwork. Way more classic, a lot more colorful and fun than this, but small complaint. Very happy that they're even making more G.I. Joe. Last one from Hot Topic. And it's also G.I. Joe. It's Scarlet in her classic colors with the crossbow. Really cool. I mean, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, she's instantly recognizable because of, you know, her outfit. But she is a little plain. But really like her. G.I. Joe was one of my favorite things as a kid. Now on to GameStop. GameStop doesn't get enough credit for having pretty decent shipping. It's not super expensive, and they tend to protect their pops pretty well. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself, but I've always had pretty decent luck with GameStop shipping. So you see all this extra bubble wrap they put in here? Probably not necessary, but I'd rather get it in the mail like this so I can reuse it for myself instead of having to pay for bubble wrap. So, thank you. Now, they do use these sorters that aren't as good as the ones that Hot Topic uses because there's still a chance for it to get damaged through this window. Doesn't happen all the time, but there's still a chance. I understand why they do it. Obviously, the barcode's there. It's easier for logistics. Just saying, these aren't the best sorters. But they do the job most of the time. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a G.I. Joe haul. And this guy looks really cool. The red Cobra Ninja. This was one of my favorites. I love this one so much. Or, I don't know. I don't think I actually had this red ninja. It was a different G.I. Joe that was red and was a ninja. And I think it had like black little tassels off the back. But anyway, this guy looks really cool. I didn't notice the details of the ninja stars in his belt there. And it looks like it's painted in metallic. The metallic paint is a little more unruly. It tends to be a little bit sloppier than the normal paint, but it looks really clean on here. Love the pose with the swords. Yeah, this guy definitely looks better in person. Like the actual glams and the pictures on the websites, he looks a little plain, right? Just a red, generic kind of looking ninja, but in person he looks great. Not sure if I'm a fan of this GameStop exclusive sticker. I mean, doesn't get any more kind of lame than that. Like, I can't imagine a graphic designer being proud of that design. They must have been given some very specific instructions on what kind of sticker they needed to create, because that is definitely very generic looking. I don't mind it that much. Just wanted to point that out. Not my favorite sticker in the world, but I really do like this pop. Now, one more box. Also from GameStop. This box is gigantic, and it doesn't feel very heavy, so if there's just a single 4-inch pop in here, I won't be surprised, but what a waste. Okay, and it is Ellen Ripley on the power loader, and sometimes these 6-inch pops, well, most of the time, these 6-inch pops don't have sorter boxes. So, you know, they kind of packed it all the way to the side here. And damage. Look at that. That's a big rip there. Unfortunately, right on the front. Now, first thing I notice about this is that Funko has changed the material that they make the 6-inch boxes out of, because this feels just like the same as these ones. It actually feels flimsier because it's bigger, of course. That's why it feels that way. But yeah, I don't know. It was already pretty hard to get a 6-inch pop in the mail without damage on it. And making them in these boxes, very, very thin material. The other ones used to be like cardboard. This is definitely not like cardboard. This is just, you know, like cardboard. By cardboard, I mean where it's a layer, you know, and then it's got the little squiggly paper layer in the middle, then another layer, just thicker cardboard. This is very super thin. It almost feels like photo paper, if that makes sense. Enough about the box. I'll be able to live with that damage, right, once I put it in a protector. But yeah, I don't really like them going to this style of box. I wish they would keep the 6-inch pops in the thicker box, because they are fragile, right? And if you care about the condition, it's kind of a big deal. But how awesome is that pop? I'm going to take it out of the box so we can take a closer look, because it's really, really cool looking. So she's definitely a little lighter than I expected. The power loader it doesn't feel like it's made out of the same type of vinyl that the pops are. It's kind of like the harder, cheaper plastic. Let me see, see how that sounds? See how that sounds? See how it sounds different? So different plastic, cheaper, lighter. I don't mind it because, you know, they can probably get a little bit more detail in the sculpt, like hard lines like this with this, you know, more brittle, kind of harder plastic. And it looks great. I mean, I'm just pointing out what I see. I'm not saying it's a bad or a good thing, but it is definitely a different plastic than the actual vinyl on the pops. But yeah, overall looks pretty good. Would have liked a little bit more space between these bars and her head, right? Because that looks a little weird. But from this angle, like the way you would put it on your shelf, maybe a little tilted like this, put the alien queen over here. It is pretty impressive looking. So yeah, not sure if she's still available. I think I checked a couple of weeks ago and she was still up for pre-order. So don't know how popular this is. Don't know if it's been selling out. I do know that the original Ellen Ripley pop has gone up in price because I think it's vaulted now, a little bit harder to get. So I think she's going for like 20 bucks or so. The Alien Queen has also gone up in price. That's been out for a while. Both of those pops have been out for a few years. So, of course, they're harder to get, going up in price. So, I'm surprised that this one was available for as long as it was. But she looks really great. Definitely a must-have if you have the Alien Queen. Alright guys, so just a quick little haul, and I'm pretty happy with all these pops. All my regular size pops came in boxes that I would consider 9 to 10s. A little damage on Scottie Pippen, that was from Hot Topic, I don't think it was from the shipping. A little bit of damage on that Roy Batty, that I believe it was because it's loose, in a box that's a little too big, should have been put in a sorter, or at least a little bit of protection there so it's not bouncing around as much. But for $3, I can't complain. Design-wise, I think all of these pops are great. Hard to pick a favorite on that front because I think the Tokidoki ones look great. Ellen Ripley and the Power Loader is pretty impressive. And even the G.I. Joe ones are very eye-catching. Alright guys, let me know in the comments below what you have picked up recently. If you have any of these. What is the last chase you've gotten either in-store or through the mail? Alright guys, thanks for watching and take it easy.